Hi, it's Dave Bolduc with the Bella Group. Welcome to my weekly real estate market update. As you can see, I'm on the road today because it's busy. I was up in central Connecticut earlier today, out to Waterbury, and now I'm down in Fairfield County doing showings for a couple of buyers down here. And this market sucks. If you're a buyer, you know what I'm talking about. Sellers, not so much, but buyers, definitely. So I want to talk about a couple things today. Three things you need to do as a buyer to get ready to get out there and buy a house, and then also the mortgage rates, what's going on there. So before we get into that, please, if you see some value in what we're doing today, please click the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know what's going on when I bring out new content every week. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm. So, I want to get this information to as many people as I can. I'm not monetizing it. This is just sharing information so people can have a better real estate experience. So the spring market has hit, right? We added about 500 new listings over the past couple days. That's great. We went from, over the past week, we went from 3,200 houses on the market to over 3,600 houses on the market, which is, 400, 450 increase. That's good as well. But I want to put that into perspective. So we like to have about 6 months of inventory on the shelf to have a nice equilibrium between buyers and sellers. That in Connecticut, we sell 50 to 60,000 on average per year. So that would mean that we would have between 25,000 and 30,000 houses on the market to have a 6-month inventory. Again, we have 3,600 on the market. So we're in a very, very strong seller's market. Buyers, unfortunately, you have little to no influence, little to no negotiating power when you're making an offer, because typically you're competing against 5, 10, 15, 20 other offers. So just keep that in mind, and let's get you ready. So how are we going to get you ready? Because it's not going to be building new houses. That's going to take a long time. It's not going to be just hoping that more houses come on the market, because even if we wait months, it's still going to take a long time to get that done. How do we get you ready now? Well, there's 3 things. You need to get your financing ready to go. You need to understand the market, and you need to be flexible. So getting your financing ready. Unless you got a big bag of cash to buy a house, which I don't have that, I got to work with a bank, right? You got to get a mortgage. So you got to get some kind of an approval. You got to get that approval knocked down, whether it's a pre-approval, whether you go for a mortgage commitment with a contingency that you're going to select a house and it needs to appraise. Whatever you do, you got to get that ready to go. You're wasting your time and everyone else's if you don't have a pre-approval, because no seller is going to even look at an offer without one. So that's getting your financing squared away. The next one is to understand the market. So based on your pre-approval, you know what segment of the market you're going to be looking in. Are you looking as a first-time home buyer type of a house, or are you looking at a luxury home? And that makes a difference, because there's different numbers of buyers in each of those segments, and there's different price points, different numbers of houses on the market. So we need to understand which area you're driving toward, and then we can tailor our approach to that. The final thing that we need to be ready for is to be flexible, right? So there's no more taking 5 or 10 showings, scheduling them a week in advance, and then going and doing them. They'll be gone. If a house comes on the market on Tuesday, you need to be there Tuesday, Wednesday the latest, or it's going to be under contract. Especially those houses that are, the so-called HGTV houses that look amazing, and everybody and their brother wants to buy them. So you've got to be very flexible on your showing schedule. You got to be flexible on your needs versus wants. I've seen buyers, and if you're one of those buyers that has a list of 15 different things that are absolutely required, then you've already got a very limited selection, right? 3,600 houses where it should be 25 to 30,000, so you're missing 20,000 houses. It's a very slim selection. If you then make your criteria so tight that only 1 or 2 houses every month fit that, then you've got less options, and you're still fighting against all the other people that are trying to get a house as well. So it hurts you to have a very, very slim criteria. The final thing is offer. Make sure that we got to make sure that we're flexible in our offer structure as much as we can. I'll help you again with this. The offer is not just price. There's so much more that goes into it. There's closing date, the mortgage commitment date. There is the inspection date. There's the inspections you're going to do. There's the repairs, how that's going to be handled. There's so many things that go into an offer that can break you out from your competition. So we will work to be as flexible as we can be within the parameters we have, to be as flexible as we can as we put those offers together. So understanding how flexible you can be up front is absolutely critical. So again, the three things that we need to be ready for: we need to have our financing squared away, we need to understand the market, and we need to be flexible. So moving into the mortgage side of things, it kind of sucks here too. We went up to 4.72 from the 4.67 we were at last week. You can see in this chart. And the Fed meeting minutes just came out this week, and they're talking about potentially at the next meeting another 0.5 point increase to the Fed funds rate, and also starting to roll off some of the $9 trillion in assets they've got on their balance sheet. So that's got the stock market sick as a dog right now, and those will have some kind of an impact on the real estate market, and we just got to wait to see what's going to happen there. But inflation is still driving hard, and the Fed is still going after it. So hopefully there's some value in this video and what I've talked about today. Please throw some comments down below. I love to interact with you, and that also helps with the YouTube algorithm. Until then, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.